Because in either game, life or football, the margin for error is so small. I mean, one half a step too late or too early, and you don't quite make it. One half second too slow, too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches we need are everywhere around us. Hell yeah. They're in every break of the game, every minute, every second.
Leg out.
What up, everybody? How you doing? I gotta turn the clapping up because when my voice goes on, the clapping goes down too much. And as much as I like to hear wait a minute, that's fine. That means you can hear me. It's a good thing. I thought it was a bad thing, but it does kind of go down a little too much. I wanted to talk about calculated decisions, and I was just thinking about this the other day on last Friday. I was doing a job in beautiful, usually when I say beautiful, it's get ready to hear Pacoima or concrete jungle, but no, this was Newport Coast, and it's kind of by where like Kobe Bryant lives and all those losers. So I go to my job and I see the pool guy, and the pool guy tried to kill me. What was it, a couple years ago? I was at that job and I hopped on a fence, and I never fall. I always tell people, don't worry, I'm not gonna fall. But the stupid gate wasn't latched all the way, so the gate opened and I fell, and I broke my clavicle, my scapula, tore my knee up, and my dad was in the front of the house helping me, and he goes, fire department's here, I wonder where they're going. I kept on calling my dad, but my dad keeps his cell phone in the car, so the phone kept on ringing, and he didn't hear it because it was in the truck. And so the fire department stopped right in front of him. He's kind of looking around, and then they walk up to him. He thinks, I don't know if they thought he was going to ask, they're going to ask him directions or something. So he walks, the fire department walked past him, go to the backyard where I was, and he's like, oh no, is it the diabetes? Is it, what is it? And I fell, and I'm laying there, I couldn't move. And I had a water-fed pole that's just like making it rain on me. It sounds like never mind. So I'm laying there, and the fire department come, and ironically, a month before that, there was a fire in the hills kind of behind where I was working, and the homeowner called a fire department. And so, unbeknownst to me, so I'm on the outside, I'm hopping the deck, and so I'm standing on the deck now from the outside. I got off a ladder, and out of the house come a bunch of firemen, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? I'm the only thing moving up here. They come out, I'm like, are they gonna get mad at how I set up a ladder? Is that where we're at? I'm gonna get penalized for not setting it up 3 rungs above the roof line? So they look behind me, and I turn around, and then I see the big billow of smoke, and I'm like, oh, that was weird. Here I pop out on the deck, and then they come out of the inside of the house. And so, yeah, there's a fire. Turns out the fire was at Camp Pendleton, probably about 25 miles away, but whatever. So it was weird. So I'm looking at the firemen, and, hey, how you doing? Have a nice day, and they leave. A few months later, I'm looking up at the same house, at the same firemen, this time only to have a backboard and thank God a bunch of morphine, and it gave me a nice ride through Friday traffic, lights and sirens down PCH to Hoag Hospital, which is a very nice hospital. So anyway, now smash forward a few years later, I'm at the same house, third time. No, I didn't see the fire department, but this time I saw the pool guy, the same pool guy that left the gate unlatched. It was one of those where you close it, but you don't like give it that extra shove to close it. So I really quick, I wiggled it, and it seemed like it was closed, but it wasn't closed, so that's how I fell. Anyway, because I wasn't the one that closed it. So if I'm going to close it, I'm going to close it. So somebody would say, hey, man, maybe the next time you close the gate. But I am, I guess, I don't know. I would, to borrow a phrase, is how I'm wired, is I don't just bark at the guy, because how's that going to help me in my quest to make more money with less energy at the end of the day? So I just, hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm doing fine. And I just wanted to see if he was going to close the gate, because if he didn't close the gate, if he did it again, then I'd be like, hey, bud, a weird thing happened a few years ago. And then I would go into the story, the short version of what I just told you. But since he closed it, I thought, why tell him unless I'm wanting to waste energy just because I felt it deserving of me? I went through some stuff, so now he's going to pay. How's that going to help me? So I didn't say nothing because he closed it. And then, I talked to him later on, and I guess he's a koi guy, just like fish and a big fish. So, and we exchanged a bunch of different information, talked about business and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't even mention it. I figure if the homeowner wants to tell him, that's fine. But, and we had a good exchange, and I'm sure if I ever got slow and needed business, let's say the economy tanked, I could give him a bunch of my cards and he would help me with business. And, everything was fine. I had a good interaction. He likes me. Next time we see each other, hey, how you doing? How's business? If he sees somebody, sticking a knife in my tire or something, he'll probably, probably be too busy looking at his phone and not see it. But he'll probably, if he sees it, let me know, because, we're looking out for each other. And I wish that the people that don't have that would have that. It's a heck of a way to go through life, in that everything is calculated what you do, in that how are you gonna be helped or hurt by what you do next, and not just immediately like, oh, this is gonna feel good, blah 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 blah. And if you can get to that point where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna do something right now, or I'm not gonna do something now. Let me think about it. And if you could do that, boy, you'll be ahead of the game. Like I said, had a good interaction with the guy, and moved on. So I'm driving right now. I'm going to meet with a board, and it's my food company. And I haven't made $1 off of it yet. Everything is free. But that's how you do it. I've done a lot of things for free. I've got a ton of experience over the years because of it. Though now, another calculated thing that I do for free is I put up the Christmas lights for that show, Home and Family. They have it's on the Hallmark Channel, and we do it. It's through TSO, the Trans-Siberian Symphony Orchestra. They have us do their lights, since my cousin, who's him and I we're in business together, sort of, and shared a lot of different things in the same industry, the cleaning industry. He like he did his neighborhood. I think I mentioned it before. He had like 4.5 million hits with all the neighborhood Christmas lights that are all in sync. You've probably seen it. And not to be confused with my YouTube, which is me doing the Crip Walk, which I think got 12 views. So I've got to work out the details. Anyway, so they called him and they said, hey, you know, we want you to do the Christmas lights again. We do it every year. It's a big deal. And then we get to go kind of see him in concert. You get they put tickets up for us for will call. And it's kind of a neat thing to do, and I can invite a bunch of people. And we're on the back lot of Universal Studios, so that's always fun. You know, we could drive around and check out the the Psycho House and everything. Last time I was there, we're driving around. We finished the Christmas lights, and so I invited a friend to come and help, and it's a lot of work. So we're driving around the lot, and except for I forgot it was a stupid Halloween, the Fright Fest, and we got stuck like with a tram like right in front of us and coming the other way, and oh god, I got so nervous. Security's everywhere, and then I have my stupid F-250 and I can't turn that stupid thing around. It's dark, there's no street lights, and you know, sure, it was fun after the fact, but I'm like, oh my god, you know. And then so I'm driving kind of fast, and the road came to a fork, and I kid you not, if I just picked, okay, left or right, I'll go left, because I was uphill. And if I went right, I was so not tuned into the road. It was the ramp that goes into the water where Jaws comes out. It was just, there was no sign, there wasn't an orange cone, there wasn't nothing. And this is LA, where everything is overprotected and you can't do anything. I literally, if it was a 50-50 chance, I wasn't paying attention, and I thank God I went left. Otherwise, you know, it may have been me on the hood of a great white the next morning in front of a bunch of Japanese tourists. So anyway, I'm driving, and finally we made it back. So they asked me if I wanted to do the Christmas lights, and I'm just like, I don't have time. And my cousin, he doesn't really, because it's kind of our busy season too, and yeah, there's a lot of money being thrown around, and I just like, okay, I don't want to do it because of the stress. It's just because there's computers involved, and you know, it's all new stuff. It's a company, Lightorama, that has a cutting edge stuff, so it's very beta, I guess, and we're always in charge of running late. Everything's late, and all the, you know, the TV crew and all them. There's, you know, probably like 100 people, or I don't know, 50, 30, 25 people that are just standing around. And it's a pretty big production as far as TV goes, and everybody's blaming us. And I'm like, do I really want to do that? It's all the way in North Hollywood, and I'm going back and forth. But I'm like, you know what? I have this food company, which it's good food, it's healthy, it tastes good, it's noteworthy, it's newsworthy because it's cutting edge stuff, tastes good. So I'm going to ask them and say, look, I'll do the Christmas lights for you guys if you in turn push my product. Like, we could do an episode, you know. I'll even dress like a lab rat, go in there and say, hey, look, you want to get healthy? You know, try this Nextella. You want to lose weight and you still eat, you know, a bunch of sugar? Here you go. Here's Next Sugar. And so that'll be interesting to see how that pans out. But it's still a calculated thing. I don't feel like doing it, but I'm just gonna do it because there's lifts involved, and you know, we're hanging off of roofs and all this crazy stuff, getting yelled at because we do everything kind of crazy because we've been doing it for so long. It looks bad in front of the unions. So I'm thinking about, okay, and if this comes through, it'll be a great push for the business. You know, it's a national, it's not a network show, but it's on cable, and you know, it's one of these heavily promoted shows on the Hallmark Channel. So if that happens, then great. If not, it'll be at least another chapter in stories that happen. You know, a lot of cool things happen. I think last time we were there, my cousin ran into that. It was a guy Ferrari or whatever that does the cooking show, and so you know, it's always fun to be